here. All right. And it also have this part right here that the Bible calls outer darkness. That's the name of the place. Outer darkness. Inside of outer darkness is a lake of fire. He's going to be there, Satan. They're going to be there, the demons, and they're going to be there, the tares, or the unredeemed humans. These are the good seed, redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. These are the tares, whom God said, I'm going to gather up with my angels, and I'm going to cast them into outer darkness, where there'll be weeping and wailing and gnashing of teeth. You see, friends? You see how circular the Bible is, how God explains all of this. You say, well, what's the purpose? God is going to allow people here to see those folks over there. You say, what? Yes. Why in the world would God do that? They too are witnesses. I didn't say, and neither did God say, that only the holy angels are going to be his witnesses. That only the redeemed are going to be his witnesses. No, friend. All humans that live in this world are going to be his witnesses. All angels that live and see in this world are going to be his witnesses. So God is going to allow these people here to see them. Let me show you. Friends, you're going to learn that I don't give anything that's not in the book. This is written. And basically, when you put it all together, it starts to make sense to you. You can see the entire picture. Then when you start reading, you read it within that book of knowledge, and you go, oh, wow, that's what that means. That's why that's happening. All right. Look. This is so wonderful. Toward the end. So he starts talking about this right here. He's talking about the judgment at the end, okay? And talk about, how he's going to come with fire and his chariots and whirlwind and fury. And he's going to, just judge and slain people and all that stuff, right? Then he talks here about how he gathers all the nations and tongues, and they shall come and see his glory. Now he's in the new world. I will set a sign among them. Who's the sign? Himself, Christ. Those among them who escape, I will send to the nation, Tarshish and Put and Lud, draw with a bow, and all this good stuff. So he comes and he keeps talking about how he's going to clean the vessels and all these things and the priests. For as the new heavens, this is Isaiah, friends. This isn't the New Testament. This is the Old Testament. Isaiah chapter 66. And the new earth, which I will make, friends, shall remain before me. After he makes the new heavens and the new earth, that's it. It's over. So shall your descendants, speaking of Israel, in your name remain. Why? Because Israel is a type of Christ. Israel, the nation. Israel meaning prince with God. Who's the prince? The Prince of Peace. The Prince of the Kings of the earth. Who's that? Christ Jesus the Lord. And it shall come to pass. Now look. Listen carefully. He's going to give you two kinds of people. Watch what they're doing. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another on the new earth, and from one Sabbath to another, all what flesh shall come to worship before me. Friend, this is the angels in heaven, the humans that's in heaven with God, and all humans on the earth. All three groups. Now, look at this, friends. Let me show you what he's saying before we read it. Then you're going to clearly see. As each group, the angels have flesh, friends. Angels have a spirit inside of a body, just like you do. Spirits are invisible. People have seen angels. So, if you can see it, then that means it has a body. So, angels, the redeemed of Christ, humanity, and then the normal humans that have flesh and blood like us. God says all three of these groups are going to come before him every new moon and worship. But there's a second thing that they do. He says when they come, they are going to be able to look over here. Look in this direction. Where is it? I don't know. The Bible doesn't tell us. He said, though, that they're going to look and see what? And they, who's the they? These people who are coming, all flesh, to worship God. That's the day. They shall go forth and look. What are they looking at? They're looking at the corpses of men. Remember, when people see angels, for the most part, they see these angels as men. So he's talking about the angels that fell, the unholy ones, and humans who have what? Transgress against me. These are the tares that we talked about. They are sons of that wicked one. For their worm does not die, and their fire is not quenched. They shall be a witness. What kind of witness are these people and angels going to be? They're going to be a deterrence of sinning against the Most High God. Do you see it now? Do you see what God is doing? Friend, this is a glorious plan. Oh no, not the fact that these people and angels are going to end up in hell. There's no glory in that. Only shame, and it breaks my heart. Truly it does. Because when I pray, I don't pray that God would just save the elect or the chosen. My heart's cry is, God, I'm worse than the people you're sending to hell. Please, save them. Yet I understand and know that this is written. And that if he answered that prayer, if God answered my prayer to save everyone, if God answered that prayer, what does it do to this right here? If God answered that prayer, you know what happens? God would be a liar if God answered that prayer. He would violate his own word that he had already given. That's why everyone cannot be saved. Do you understand that? Because it's written that everyone will not be saved.